Welcome to the Talkin Trash Addiction Recovery Podcast. We suffered in silence. Now we recover out loud.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 215. Bradley, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. So I got a question though. Do you guys actually watch soccer?
No, I just make a big deal out of it because it's important to do. I do actually. I started to later in life. It's boring as shit, but the good soccer games are great. That's all.
It's actually funny. So I'm gonna say I'm the same as you, Tim. Like growing up, I was like, I ain't watching no fucking soccer. Yep. And then I started kind of watching it a bit. Like France is kicking some ass. I don't know.
I know. I don't know. I don't know what's what. I'm getting my footing here. I remember when they did this years ago. But it is in the United States. It's happening all around us here. So yeah, that's us. We're just messing around, having a good time. It's a midweek episode. That was Bradley you heard from. He is one of our hosts.
Okay.
We run four hot here, four guys usually. But we have Steve stepping in tonight as he is good at doing, and we'll talk about Men's Health Month and all that stuff after we do our little preamble, which is right about here.
Recover out loud.
This is our humble broadcast, where ethics and personal anonymity are of the utmost importance. We run this podcast as an act of service to those whose lives have been affected by addiction. We don't do it for profit or notoriety. We place principles before personalities. We benefit from this podcast just as much as anyone else. We all work programs and choose to sacrifice our own anonymity to spread the word that recovery is possible. We do this thing in an attempt to show, as living examples, that no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That's the 9th step promise. It's our creed we abide by here on Talkin Trash. We feel called to uphold AA and NA principles. We firmly believe that you can only keep what you have by giving it away. Please join us in a moment of silence, followed by the Serenity Prayer.
God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
All right, well, let's go down and meet the team of Talkin Trash. We're working with new music and stuff. It's a nightmare. Let's see here. Let's meet everybody. First on deck here tonight is Willie D. He may be joining us soon. I'm not sure, but Will is 43 years old. He is, or no, he might be 44 now. Will is coming up on 3 years clean. He is self-employed. He works his ass off. He's just a good dude. We're so blessed to have him at any capacity and at any length. Will, we do love you very much. 44, yeah. And that's our boy, me. Run the show. I produce it. It's my hobby. It's my job, really, at this point. As much as I can. You know, it's important. I'm coming up on 3 years in July. Toot, go Tim. We love that.
Go Timmy!
Right. Next on Dizzle for Shizzle, my nizzle is Jimmy Lizzle Bizzle. Jimmy is he's as usual. He's doing some kind of service work, and he's helping out the youngsters over there in the Regina Corrections Facility. Lucky him. What a great guy for doing that. Jimmy is so bare. He's coming up. He's 5 years clean, I think now, right? No, he's coming up on 5.
He's coming up on 5, yeah.
4 now.
Yep. 4.5, we'll say. He's 61. He's from Saskatchewan as well. He's got 2 beautiful daughters that he has a relationship that's been mended. It's a beautiful story, and we're happy to be along for the ride. Next is Bradley, a Mansfield. Bradley,
Yo, baby.
Woohoo! There it is. Brad is 47 years old. He is also from Canada. He's got 3 years clean. He's a real spark plug around these parts. We love Bradley Mansfield. And that is the team of Talkin Trash. Let's bring everybody in here. One guy that I didn't mention, a gentleman named Steve. Steve will be joining us tonight. He has a fill-in co-host. He's part of the team as it is already, but there he is. Hey, big guy. Hi, Steve. How are you?
How's it going, boys?
She's going. I'm going to put you in the middle, but you guys do your thing.
It's your thing. I'll do what you want to do.
How's everybody's what's everybody's disease pain scale? Oh my god.
You go first, Steve-O.
How you feeling today, Steve? It's just
I am feeling pretty good.
So 10 is not good and 1 is really good. Just so it's the opposite thing.
Yep.
I'm 0.
Wow. That's and it takes
You son of a bitch.
We have never had a 0 on this show. Unbelievable. That's our first 0 ever.
Wow.
Oh, I gotta get rid of that. Krusty the
There we
Clown.
go.
I did that for Jim. We got some comments. Jenny from the block. Hi, Jenny.
Girl.
Hey, Jennifer.
BB. Hi,
That's-
BB.
BB up in here.
Bethany.
What did you guys eat for dinner? Hold on, I just need a buffer. All right, and back to the comments. Bethany,
Subway.
it really is that any good up there? I was feeling it's not good.
I had a pizza sub and some chicken.
Steak and cheese Subway.
Bethany
I
Bags.
had to eat on the fly. Barely got home in time.
Jimmy Toot. Everybody loves Brad. Makes me sick. So like, Steve, you're a sponsor, right?
No, not
You're not.
yet.
Okay,
No.
I don't know why I thought you were. You act like a sponsor. Big shot, Steve over here.
I don't think I got enough time in yet, right?
I got it. All right. Yeah, I mean,
Don't fucking make me drive up to the next town.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
2 downs.
It's not a lot
2
of fun.
downs there, bud.
He's so humble.
Oh,
You
you
know-
know what? Okay, so I was I'm like this close to moving to your town, but I think I found somewhere a little bit closer.
Thank
So
fucking God.
What the fuck is going on around
So
here?
this is funny, Steve. We were just talking sponsors. I don't sponsor anybody neither. And
Yeah.
I'm 3.5 years, but so it's funny when we talk about sponsorship and sponsees and all that. I hear music again, just throwing it out there, but that's
and
okay.
that is in the background. I'm
Okay.
glad you told me. I'm gonna fade it out. How about that?
I just that was the thing we talked about.
Thank you
Anyway,
very much. Doing a great job.
but
This helps. How about this? This helps. It's good. This helps.
I feel like I'm having a flashback. But
You're
like
safe. You're in a safe space.
talking about sponsorship and sponsees, like I don't sponsor anybody. I have a couple sponsors for myself, but
Yeah.
I'm not. How can I say this? I feel like, and again, this isn't me tooting my horn or anything, but I talk to enough people in my recovery, and people talk to me about recovery as it is. So no one's, like Steve, me and you talk about it quite often, but that doesn't mean, so we never officially said we sponsor each other, but we both know we're fucking there for each other.
Right.
So what's I don't mean it that way, but what's the difference? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I still have people that help me and we help each other, blah, blah, blah. Right. So
Yeah, it's just a label. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's
And,
a way to break the ice. Yeah.
My counselors always said, like, you want 5+ years for a sponsor.
Right.
So,
I go
but
by
that's, you know what? It is what it is.
I
If somebody asks me, absolutely. And,
Right.
will you be my sponsor?
Yeah. Get a room. Yep.
There you go.
Just like that. Magic. Just happened. I appreciate that, Steve, from you. I appreciate. I know a lot of people do all 12 steps in a month, and now they're sponsoring 9 guys that have 10 years clean. It's like craziness, and I see a lot of people trip up there. A lot of
and
people get tripped up.
And for me, like I just like, and again, this may sound really, really selfish, and it's not that I don't want to help people because I do help people, and I do reach out, and we do the podcast, and there's other people that I'm talking to. But anyway, long story short, but at the end of the day,
Put yourself first.
well, and I want to do my recovery, and Brad's route is, doing my podcast, talking to my close friends like my Steve-O's, you know what I mean? Steve's right up
Yeah.
there on the list for old
Yeah.
Braddy boy, right? So,
I know it.
like there's guys and girls, whatever, that are involved in my recovery. So I'm that's the sponsor word to me. Like, don't get me wrong, the sponsor thing's a great thing, and I'm not saying that it isn't,
Yeah.
and don't go do it or anything like that. All
Yeah.
I'm saying is, for me, is I feel like I may sponsor probably 5 or 6 people, or I might be a sponsee for 12 or 20 people.
Right.
What I'm getting at is that I still talk to people that are fucking doing this journey with me,
Right.
recovering out loud and like getting sober. So I don't call me as a sponsee or a sponsor. I just talk to 25 different people that have the same fucking shit that I got going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
And you
Bethany
know what?
said
I'm
something
gonna
great.
call people on their bullshit.
Absolutely.
I call Brad on his bullshit. I'm only 3 years clean.
All
And
that shit. Like,
that's exactly what a sponsor does, right? So
Right.
they call
In a
you on your
loving way,
bullshit.
but
They
yeah,
help
right,
you
right.
through it and
Yep.
work things with you. And if there's ever a situation that you need to talk, well then, and that's we already do that, right? So
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. It works for me.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely, right? So obviously I'm doing something right this time.
Absolutely.
That's
Boy.
Fucking right you are.
this the
Bethany
longest.
Bethany
I've-
said it great. It's the longest you've. Wait, I'm sorry, Steve. Can you finish that statement? I feel like you're gonna
It's
say
just
something.
this is the longest I've ever been clean and sober.
Boy. Yeah.
So
I got it. I love that fucking shit so much. Just
Stuck
1
in
year,
deuces.
10 months. I think it's right around the 1 year, 10 months. So that's, you know what? For me, that's a big deal. That's a
dude,
big
it's
deal.
a big deal. Big deal.
I still get people every day almost saying how proud they are of me, and a lot of town people here tell me how proud my kids are of me too. And
So
you know.
August will be 2 years then, is what you're saying?
yeah,
Sometime in
August will be 2 years. Yeah, absolutely.
There it is.
Yeah.
So Bethany
August
said,
16th. August
16th.
16th.
I put this stuff on my
That's-
phone on the fly. Bethany says, I feel being a sponsor for me puts me into a box of supporting others only through step work. I prefer walking alongside on the journey of supporting and providing resources, not focused on step work only. I get that. That makes a lot of sense too.
Yep.
We deconstruct everything and try to make it more easier, more palatable. And she's got a great point. I guess sponsorship in a way can put a boundary around you. And there's this sponsee boundary, and there's nothing else in the mix. So I see where she's saying. She says she has a sponsor, however, she still struggles with being strictly a sponsor. And we're lucky that people are out there like Bethany trying to figure out the right way to do this thing, because there is no right way. There's no
Absolutely.
wrong way. Leanne Goforth says, proud of you, Steve. Thank you, Leanne.
Oh, that's my auntie.
A lot of people watching Steve. All right, let's do our
Thanks,
daily
Auntie.
reflections. All right. Wait,
Wow.
can we do daily reflections? What
Well,
planet?
Oh,
No, we
I
didn't
got-
do anything yet.
we did not.
Daily Reflections is an AA-driven enterprise of some sort. It's not ours, but we like you long time. Let's read Daily Reflapjacks here on the Talkin' Trash Pod Flaps.
Pod flap. I love AI fucking voiceover. All right, Brad, try to be an adult. Go ahead and read.
Okay, daily reflections. Deep down within us.
Here we go.
We found the great reality deep down within us. In the last analysis, it was only there that we may be found. Search diligently, and that's what I'm sure, within yourself. With this attitude, you cannot fail. The consciousness of your belief is sure to come to you. AA, page 55. It was out of the depths of loneliness, depression, and despair that I sought the help of AA. As I recovered and began to face the emptiness and ruin of my life, I began to open myself to the possibility of the healing that recovery offers through the AA program. By coming to meetings, staying sober, and taking the steps, I had the opportunity to listen with increasing attentiveness to the depths of my soul. Daily, I waited in hope and gratitude for that sure belief and steadiness love I had longed for in my life. In this process, I met my God as I understood him.
Wow, you nailed it.
Yeah, I did.
Atta
Yeah, I
boy.
did. It's actually funny. I am a shitty reader, but I try my best.
You did a good job. It's
did
not
good.
easy. Words
You
are
did
hard,
good.
you know.
And,
I
and
get
it's
it.
funny for me that this is true. I think the only book I ever read in my life was, I don't know if anybody's watched WWF before, but it was Mankind Have a Nice Day. That's the only book.
Mankind.
That's the only book I ever read. And
Yeah.
then when I started getting into recovery and going to meetings and stuff, it's funny. So there's a guy, I won't say his name, but a guy we go to a meeting here in Kipling or whatever. And he's actually joked around over the last couple of years, like, you know, your reading's got a lot better.
Makes you think, where were you at before?
Well, 100%. Well, I was too busy fucking chopping up lines. I didn't want to pick up a book. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's. I mean, you know, it's you guys have such a beautiful thing going up there of sober men and women that are supporting each other, and the podcast runs through Georgia, USA for some reason. I don't know why I'm even here, but we span miles and language barriers and distance, and it's just such a beautiful thing to be able to do that and to have the privilege of doing that, because it really is a privilege to come on here and speak about stuff, you know, and you know, stuff's hard, life's hard, you know. Brad, you're double signed in, or you
yeah, don't.
I love it. I love you. I see you're tinkering around. I love tinkering.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Yeah. Oh my God! What have I done? I got 4 people on here now. Oh boy.
Bradley is tinkering. I appreciate the effort, to be honest with you, Brad. I think it's a fantastic thing you're doing, trying to something or other something. Okay, so I wanted to play this real quick. We're going to play this every single show until we are canceled.
If there was anything I could say, and I've watched you guys for a long time, is you guys are starting to change the face of recovery. You're starting to show people that it's enjoyable, that it's fun, but it's also, you're extremely informative. You guys are changing the attitude of people towards recovery and addiction. You are actually breaking the cycle in your own homes and with your family, that it stops here. This shit isn't going to carry on for another generation. You should be very, very proud of that.
You know what? You know when I see that, Tim? Is it good to talk now? Yeah.
Yep, you're good. You're down.
Yeah. When I see that, honestly, like, and how can I say this? Like, I don't feel like we're doing anything special except being ourselves.
We're not.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're just average guys that have ate a numerous amount of shit sandwiches along the way from our own doing.
Absolutely.
Right? And now pardon my French, we got the balls to fucking talk about it. And we have the courage to, you know, to say how we feel and what made us get to where we are today. So I think that's a big cornerstone of recovery itself. I think if we could stay on the path that we are, you know what I mean? Of course, there's going to be some fucking hiccups along the way because life sucks, right? It is what it is. But when Larry said that, obviously coming from, I call him the guru out here, like he's a beauty. He's literally the Yoda of counselors, if you ask me. But anyhow, who I guess, yeah, I just it's a great feeling for me, and I think I could speak for the rest of the guys on here in our podcast, it's pretty cool feeling that I'm comfortable being who the hell I am right now. And I don't have to pretend to be anybody else. I can be Brad. They might be a little goofy sometimes, and I might have a filter that sometimes got to be checked. I get all that. But you know what? I'm happy with who I am. And that's the thing. That's the main thing right there, is that I'm comfortable in my own skin. I don't feel like I have to impress anybody. I'm just trying to get clean and sober one day at a time, keep doing my thing, and I'm fucking happy doing it, and I am having a fucking blast doing it. So that's
your sister, her
one day at a
butterflies
time
are going in her stomach because she's been on screen for as you outroed your entire thing. So look who's on the screen for Sunday, Bradley.
Jennifer Mansfield. Shit, son. Love it. Yeah.
That's a good thing. She's great. It was fun getting to hear you two together. But she has a whole different. Everybody does when you're on as a guest and you have the floor. It's a whole different world.
Absolutely.
Lynn says good words.
I'm excited for her.
Yep. Bethany says, "No, you guys being something is no one else is. Don't sell yourself short. Be rad. Take compliment when it's offered. You dick. I don't think the dick part is needed, but she said it anyway. And that's okay.
Jenny, chuck and fucking deuces up in here, BB.
Jenny's excited, and she's like an introvert that needs to be pulled out to be an extrovert, extrovert, and we got her. She's not getting away from us at all.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Dunzo. Game over. All right, Men's Health Awareness Month. Oh, no, one more thing.
Brad smile. He's excited too.
Honestly, it just made me think too. Like, and I know I'm biased or whatever, but here in my, Jenny's coming up on, it's going to be 3 years in November, man. November 8th, right? Like,
I know.
Fucking, like, that's, to me, it's like.
And like,
it's amazing.
I have all your clean dates in my phone, and I just keep track because it's easy. But like, I know when this shit's coming. I love it. We do have to say happy birthday to people. Happy birthday to you. I can't find it. It is my dad and Tina C. Her birthday, and it is my parents' anniversary. 58 years. Holy shit.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations, guys. That's awesome.
I have it. Thank you. So I just had to do a little something there. So right now we are changing the face of addiction recovery. When I hear Larry say that, I almost like I feel like it's not real. Like nobody's sitting here telling us this shit.
He's right though. Like, that's absolutely.
A friend of mine was like, "Did you pay him?" I'm like, "You would think, right?" Like, but like, people.
But it's good to hear that from somebody else, right? So, and he obviously sees it, and it's not just him that sees it. Look at the ratings. Look at the people that log on and stay in, and look how many guests you guys have coming in. Like,
we're loaded up.
That's amazing.
That's what this thing was built to do, and it's and Steve is a testament of what we're about. We're like we strays. Anybody who wants to be a part of our herd, you're welcome. We don't shun anybody, and Steve kind of stands out as someone who's more involved with the show. So like tonight, we needed a little extra help, and Steve was there. So Brad, read our upcoming schedule.
Alrighty then. So on Talkin Trash, our schedule is June 21st. It's my sister, Jenny Mansfield. Pretty pumped about that. Pretty pumped about every guest, actually.
Yeah.
June 24th, we have Melanie Brown and her daughter Rebecca. She is one of the main deals at PSR, so that'll be a lovely guest to have.
Yep.
Nice.
June 28th, we have Elizabeth McKeon, MHBPD, all that stuff.
Yeah.
On the July 1st, Jeff Hartley, which is someone my sister and I know, so that'll be fun as well.
Exciting.
July 5th, we got Nick Robinson. Nickar. and then on July 8th, we have Tanya Bellevue. That's our upcoming list, guys.
That was great. Yep. I love the people we're getting in here. Let me see here. We got messages from everybody. Happy birthday, Tim, or my parents. Whoop whoop. My Auntie C says hi. And Jennifer is going to be great. She's one of those ones she's just a gem. You just have to support her so she knows she won't fall. And everybody's like that. But we got her to a point where she's trash through and through. It's awesome.
She'll crush it. Just like
No,
Brad.
I'm sorry, Bethany, Basil, Razor. No Angie tonight. That's why Steve is on. I don't know why I didn't completely remove it, but it's just there. So I'm great at confusing people. I'm really good at that. So there's our schedule. Let's say hi to our rehab so we can start a discussion about a recovery. I'm ill prepared here, so I'll just read it. If you're in treatment right now, you have an opportunity to change your life right now. You may not get another chance like this one, and that's a fact. And that takes people out, boy. So we got some people here. The Haven Recovery. Look at me. I'll just go right down here. The Haven Recovery Serenity Treatment Centers, multiple. Discover Recovery, New Hope Rehab, Sunrise Detox, Lakewood Oxford House, Surfside Sober Living, Prairie Sands Recovery Center, and Hope and Healing Clinic, Restored Recovery, the Haven Detox, Maryville Rehabilitation, by default, Prairie Sky Recovery Center, and Victory Homes. Welcome to the fray.
Welcome, everybody.
I know you feel like shit, but man, you're so lucky to be where you are because so many aren't. So that is that. So what we're gonna do here tonight, we're just gonna talk about mental health amongst men. We're not gonna talk about like Viagra doses or anything like that. We're gonna talk about like what it's like to share your feelings and be vulnerable and get the rewards of that. So right off the bat, we'll hit this mental health treatment. It's self-medicating. Everything we do, we medicated because of reason. And I don't know, like Steve, does this make any sense to you that we need to treat the problem and not the symptom?
Symptoms, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Did you have trouble early on trying to figure out your emotions in that arena?
Right off the start, absolutely yes. It takes a while before everything clears out, right? And once you start recognizing your emotions, you learn how to deal with them. And like for me, it was anger was that biggest one. It always is. It always is.
Yep. Fear-based.
Absolutely, right? So it was nice, and that's I went through some rough times there just right around Christmas, and that would have sent me right back to where I was before. And I actually felt it. I held on to it. I gave myself some time, and not to say I let it go, but I can't change it, right? So there's always going to be pain. Always. There's always going to be pain. It's how you deal with it and what you do to better yourself, to grow through it, to learn from it, not to just mask it and hide it with the booze and the drugs. That's we're notorious for that. We've done that our whole lives.
What we do, we're good at that. We're not good at is
right?
being honest for ourselves. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's get good at something else. Get good at recognizing when you're happy, when you're frustrated, when you're excited. All of those feelings and emotions that you just wouldn't have known about before, or maybe you just didn't care, right? And I think in my addiction, I was never happy. Never. It was all fake.
Steve, a little bit ago, I was just thinking about one's too many and thousands never enough. I mean, there was a couple times where I had 1,000 and it felt, I thought it was enough. But it wasn't enough, and it would always get you. Yep. Listen, do you ever hear the HALT message, the HALT, it's a way to identify your emotions as they're happening. So like if you feel bad, I actually come back to this:
hungry, angry, lonely, tired.
Right. So like as addicts, we love things simplified because like you said, all our emotions are coming back, and the whole world's coming back. So we have to simplify and have acronyms for everything.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and we love counting time. So like the hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I remember saying to myself, all right, just halt. Are you going to punch this dude in the face, or are you going to identify that you need a Snickers or whatever? And it's simple tools like that they are starting to practice in early recovery, and I think we're really getting to a point there. Bradley, are you okay? Are you safe?
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to do some technical stuff, but didn't work out. How's
It's
that?
okay, buddy. I appreciate it. I do.
I was
I bet
actually
your phone
trying to.
died.
Well, no. So I wanted to go on the. Whatever. I wanted to.
Computer.
I wanted to go on the computer so I could see the messages, and then I could help Tim click on the messages that come up. And anyway, and I screwed it up.
I love the effort though. I'd rather you. I love it. It makes you feel so good about myself.
I was trying.
Are you? Is anybody watching the World Cup? Do we like this or not? Because I'm like trying to figure out if we like this. Is it? I remember the one in like 20 or 2008 or something. It was fun. But like it's here. It's like all around me in the United States, and people love this shit. And
Absolutely
it's crazy. Actually,
it's something different for the show, right? You know, you got to keep up
Absolutely.
with the daily things in people's lives too, right? So
yep, for sure.
that's absolutely that's it's a good add to the show, 100%.
Yeah, we just
Is
we try to keep
it okay? Is it okay if I say I don't like it?
Of course it is.
Like,
Why
rather
would it
you
be?
say that.
So I'm a sports guy. I think like I like my
You are.
sports. You
I
know what I
know.
mean? But I mean I've got like yeah, soccer's not my thing.
I got you. I get it.
Right?
This is my biggest fear. So I used to live by Philadelphia, but it was an hour and a half to get to where the Philadelphia Union played for the MLS. I went to 3 Philadelphia Union games, fucking 10-hour ordeals. I saw 0 goals. All 3 games are
Right.
nothing. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. It was crazy. So yeah, that's my biggest fear. If they can guarantee me 2 goals, I'd watch it. But like
So
I
I don't
that is
watch a lot of sports. I just, with the kids, we're always doing something in the summertime. You know,
Yep.
we're playing baseball, soccer, football, tennis. You know, basketball, golf, disc golf. We're always doing something, and soccer is. Yeah, that's. I don't have time to watch sports.
I know. I get it.
I don't have time. That's.
I know.
You know, maybe the odd Sunday I go to my brother's place and
Yeah.
he'll be watching something, and then it's like, okay, I got a few hours to kill, so I'll sit down, and yes, that's, you know what, that's actually the last time me and my 2 brothers, that was the last day that all 3 of us spent together, was sitting at the older brother's place watching football all afternoon. And yeah, that's so it's good to. It's good to still do that with the older brother, you know, and
Yeah.
I know that really hurt him because he lost some time because they were fighting, you know, and that's.
So there's a good
Yeah.
example, right? So
Great example.
like
Yep.
I just said that I didn't like soccer and whatever. We're all entitled to our own thing, but
Absolutely.
you just said something that made me think of how sports or any functions or different things that happen in people's lives that bring people together, right?
Yes.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
recovery, not recovery, whatever, but just being with people that you love. So
Yeah.
like, for
100%.
example, you just said you're not a big sports guy, but you took the time to go to both your brothers and sit and watch football, right? Because
Yeah.
those are moments
Yeah.
we can't get back. So
100%, yes.
things like that bring people together, right?
Yes.
Whether
That's our sport mentality thing, and we're really trying. We're not pro sports or anything. I worked in pro sports for a long time. The show looks like a minor league baseball game, but other than that, like, this is like, sports are nothing. They mean nothing. And like what you just said, Brad, about bringing people together, like, this soccer shit brings people together. Everybody
100%,
is, and you
yes.
see it happening, and you're just like, it's the
Yeah.
same thing with recovery. We can all get together and cheer on somebody getting clean, like, but like in like, this is something that only happens every 4 years, and people, black, white, gay, straight, indifferent, whatever, we all cheer the same time the ball hits the back of the net, and that's kind of like what recovery is like exploded, but like in a smaller way. That's what it's about.
Yeah. And
Never.
there's a fraction of that moment, whether it's soccer, hockey, football, whatever, even recovery, exactly what you just said. Sometimes when all these little moments happen, and you're together and you're doing things like that together, hockey, there's a fraction of moment where time stands still. You know
It
what I
does.
mean? Where
Yep.
you can, where how can I say it? The stress of life, all that life
Yeah.
stuff just
All
kind of
gone.
washes away. You know what I mean? Because you're in the moment. That's the beauty of the sports and recovery
That's
and all
the
that,
beauty.
because by doing that with people, you just kind of forget about everything that
Yeah.
may be alarming at that one moment.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yep.
It's
Yep.
true though.
It is.
and
It's fun. It's
and
something we all enjoy together, and it's rare we
absolutely.
all have something
And it's
together.
it's like it's like the show, the three of us come together so everybody else can come together. Look, I
That's
didn't
all.
even know one of my aunties was watching this show. And
That's
like
hysterical.
I knew I had a few friends and a couple other family members that watch, but like to see my auntie's name pop up, there's like, holy shit, no way! Like,
You're a
Yeah.
beauty.
that's
You are a
that's
beauty.
awesome. That's
I,
awesome. You guys, this show is reaching so many people, and it's just there's no words for the feeling that you get for helping even just one person,
yeah. Thanks,
like
Steve. Thank you.
you
Yeah,
guys
Steve,
help
that
me
means a lot, buddy.
every
It does.
single week. That's I love you guys.
We love.
You guys are like my brothers, right? And
Yes.
that's
100%.
So with that being said, Steve, like, saying that we help you out every week and stuff like that, are you able to bring that excavator over to the cabin? I'm just
Well, I
fucking
don't
with
think
you.
it would fit down there. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think it
know.
would
Yeah.
fit.
I
Yeah.
was trying to keep a serious face there. I think I did pretty good. Yeah.
You fucking
Yeah.
Canadians. I tell you.
Yeah.
This is
But
why we can't
so
have nice
so
things. I
so
mean,
there's another thing, right? So like my sister, right? Jenny, my Jenny, she's my Jenny.
mine did. Yep.
So she tunes in twice a week. She's always here. And like she said, this is her meeting. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is her meetings
Yes.
for the week, right?
Yes.
Honestly,
And
to say that.
another thing, this recover out loud, talking trash. This is our World Cup. This is our soccer. Because
Exactly.
so, for example, like we just looked on the guest list there. So there's a Jeff Hartling, Nick R, and Tanya Bellevue. So these are all people that basically my sister has been in touch with because of recovery and
Right.
reaching out, like Facebook or whatever, however they reached out. And now they're watching our podcast and want to tell their story. So
Yeah.
there's another point of the World Cup of talking trash, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Because that's what this is about. It's about recovering out loud. It's about showing that it's worth it. It's about, like for me, like, and I know for you guys too, it's fun. I'm having more fun now.
Yep.
Don't get me
And I
wrong.
ever did.
Yeah, but all the drugs and alcohol I did, I'd be lying to say that there wasn't fun times. Absolutely. But I
Oh,
can
it
tell
was a
you
blast.
this. I wake up on a Sunday morning from a Saturday night and not a fucking I remember what I did. I remember what I told people, and everything I said was the truth. And I feel good about myself, and I feel good, and I'm happy to be fucking sober and clean, man.
Brad, how do you keep that perspective fresh? You know what I mean? Because like, it's not every day we're happy to be sober and clean, and a line would help me get through this, that, or the third. How do you keep it fresh, Brad? And I'm gonna ask a question I know the answer to, but for the rest of the world,
For me,
how do you?
Tim, it's
Yeah.
honestly like it's pretty simple for me because I always hold on. Like I'll never let go of the past because to me that is the
Made you who you are.
that is the Encyclopedia Britannica for me, if that makes sense. Because I have to hold on, but I do. I have to hold on to that because I don't want to ever go back to where I was. So even if I do have a learning day, even if I have one of those days, if I have a bad day, and we are going to have them, I take the time, and this is a true story, and I'm not just saying this because it sounds like the recovery thing to say or whatever, but I'm fucking serious. What I do is I look around and I actually take a pause and I think, what do I got that I should be grateful for? Do you know what I mean? And I know it sounds cliche and I know it sounds stupid or whatever, but I'm fucking sober. And I have a beautiful family. I have a beautiful wife. I have a good job. I have a goddamn roof over my head. Do you
Yep.
know what I mean? Like, I I'm not rich, but I'm fucking rich in love. You know what I mean? I got people that
Mhm.
support me. Like, I know this sounds fucking weird as shit, but it's the little things, man. It's the little things. Like when the wife gets home from work and her and I go for a walk with the dog. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
yeah.
it's just things that I never did before, things that I was never involved in before.
Or you did them,
So
but you just weren't there.
it's different to be there, but being present's completely different,
Exactly.
Yes.
right? So for me, keeping it simple, man, Tim, Steve, for me, it's just about keeping it simple because I have my bad days, but I know my worst day, how do they say that? Because that's how I
My
feel.
worst day
My
usually is
worst,
better than my best day sober.
no, I think it's the
Nope.
other way around.
Whatever it is, I
Yeah, but yeah, but that's it. My
My
worst day
worst
sober
day
is better than
sober
my
is better
best day
than my
fucked
best
up.
day high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that
like
is true.
there was times that wasn't true. It's for me. I was always like chasing that fleeting high. Now I look back and I'm like, what a waste of everything to just that fleeting moment that you're looking for. It's so hard to get and so easy to lose. It was like looking back, it's like it ran us, and that nowadays at 3 years, I look at it and I'm like, shit, all I think about is the wreckage because I'm still dealing with the wreckage from the last time, So like
Yes. Yeah.
it just you'll learn eventually or you don't, and
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 and and, and Steve said on our last podcast, not that I'm going to put words in your mouth, Steve, but like Steve said it right on the head. Like, so he talked about like seeing a probation officer or whatever it was. I'll let Steve fill.
oh
But
yeah,
anyway, yeah, I know what it was, but you earn that trust. You know what I mean? Those things that we
Yes.
would have never done before. Like when people can look at you and be like, no, he's not. Like, so this sounds stupid. I was at Home Depot the other day, bought a bunch of shit for the cabin. And this is related to recovery, even though I'm talking about my cabin. But I went and bought a bunch of stuff, and they double charged me for something. So I went in with the receipt. Hey, sorry about this. And I come back about a half an hour later, right? So I could have stole it. I
yeah. We
didn't.
got
I didn't.
I
But
got you.
I went back to Home Depot and I'm like, hey, sorry guys, I noticed that you overcharged me. You charged me for two of these things instead of one. Da 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 da. It was $100 purchase, so it would have been $200 anyway. And I'm like, you can come look at my truck. I said, I never took it. I'm 2 hours away. Da, da, da. He's like, no, I trust you. And I
Yeah.
know that sounds stupid, but I didn't go in there all tweaked out and
Yes.
my eyeballs
Absolutely.
hanging on my cheekbones, you know what I mean, or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of that too, and you don't even notice that in your own head because you just think you look the same, but we look better, we present ourselves better, we're better people, and
Yep.
there's an aura with that, I think,
There is. There
right?
really is. I was at my doctor today, and it's a addiction doctor. I see her for pain management and addiction specifically. And I go in there and I watch the person in front of me get railroaded on everything. Like, why are you like? She was giving that person such a hard time, and she walked in with me, and she's like, "Oh, you're good. You can go." I'm like, "Don't you need my urine or anything?" She's like, "No, you're fine. I trust you. You can go." Just like that. So I've earned that trust after 2-3 years of being with her.
Yep.
But she's not going to give that trust to just anybody. That shit is earned.
No. Well, she
You
sees
know.
the progress that you're making, right? That's
Yeah,
like
knows.
Brad was just saying, your cheeks are puffing out, your eyes aren't hanging on your fucking cheekbones,
Mhm.
that's
Yep.
it's not perfection, but it's progress day by day.
Yeah.
And that's what people see. And
Yeah.
you get that trust back 100%. That's
You do by doing, right?
Yep.
by doing,
Yeah.
yes.
And then you get it back, and you don't want to lose it. Now it's a whole. The stakes are way higher. You've got this
Absolutely,
second, third, fourth,
yes.
fifth chance.
Yep.
Those chances stop after a while. You either die or people are just like, I've done all I can.
You know what? It was so hard to get it back though too. So now you don't want to throw that away. Like,
Yeah, right. It has
that's
value.
absolutely. How many times have we? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry to me is just a fucking word. That's just a word.
Yeah.
An apology means something, but you can only apologize so many times before your words don't mean shit. Your apology doesn't mean shit.
Right.
Prove it now. Show me,
Agreed.
motherfucker. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
and
Walk the walk.
that's the hard part.
It is hard. We have to
It takes
differentiate.
time.
There's
It takes
bullshitters
time.
everywhere, Steve. Right? There's everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody's got a game going, a con go, whatever they're doing. You know,
Yep.
it is hard early in recovery. You get scammed out of money. You give the dude $20. You know, did somebody go through my
Yes.
drawer? I'm at a sober house. Like that. That shit all sucks. The leaders in that arena, in that sober living kind of transitional arena, the leaders know who they trust and who they don't trust, because you can't operate without a certain level of trust amongst people. What they're doing, they're providing addiction recovery, and they need to trust the people that they trust, and people let them down. It's addiction, right? People relapse, people you think never ever would fall. Are you kidding me? Like, I've been through that enough times to where I'm a little desensitized to it. But like, it is hard to filter through the bullshit and get to the real stuff, and that's kind of why this show makes sense. But Steve, you seem to me like you have. I said this last episode too. I was like, he would be good as a tech. Like, he would be run that fucking place. Look at people and be like, "Oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm sorry." So I just have this, there's certain people that kind of rise to the occasion in this area. It's a lot. But like, do you find yourself, Steve, like we just said, you get trust back, and it means so much more. There's so much more value to it. Are there other things in your life that are like that as well? Something that you got back that you're just not going to lose, not over addiction.
Absolutely. Friendships, not just trust.
All right.
That was a big one for my kids. That's I got my smile back.
It's a beautiful smile. Gorgeous.
Thank you. I got happiness back.
Yeah.
I got people back in my life that I never thought possible. And I'm actually, so I think, well, Brad knows where I stay.
Yeah.
So this is my boss's building. It's a commercial building, and he he won't have it any other way. He won't let me pay rent, won't even let me pay the bills.
Oh,
The answer I got was, "I'll box your fucking eyes in." That's the answer I
Yeah,
got.
that'll happen.
But the support I get from
Yep.
him is just amazing.
Yep.
Like, and that's something else that I've gotten back after being clean and sober. And the trust from him is just, it's phenomenal. Like, that's um yeah, there's just no other way to say it. And now, so I've been looking for my own place for quite a while, and there's just nothing fucking comes up in this town. Nothing.
Yeah.
The closest was, I was gonna be pretty neighbors with Brad there, but I think I found something a little bit closer just for my kid. I honestly, I would have loved. That was, even Bobby said, he's like, "Oh, well, that's okay, but yeah, the place I found is a lot closer, and I got my kids here, and that's, I'm gonna throw this one out there too, because now I do every show, every time I'm on here, I got my rabbits. I did.
You got rabbits?
I didn't have them before, and now it's just, that's my light.
Well,
Like,
let's do it like this. Let us talk.
Talking buns.
All day, baby boy. That is funny though. Explain to us what that's like, being sober and having this love for these animals. And I know what you're describing. I just don't know it with bunnies. But like, how does this play into your recovery?
it's everything.
Yeah, good.
Like, if I'm down, or if I'm just not feeling myself, I just look at those little buggers, and I watch them run and do their little binkies, jump here and flip around, and
Yep.
that just brings something out of me. Like,
I love
so
that.
I had two really good friends have, after meeting me, well, one I've known for since we were kids. It's actually Laura's boyfriend. But he hears me on the Snapchat, and he's like, "Who would have fucking thought a guy like you, and the love you have for those rabbits, how they make you laugh? Like, that is just unbelievable." and and then another buddy. And so out of all of those litters, I only gave one away, and that was to
Mhm.
this guy because I knew it was going to a very good home. He just sent me more snaps. Oh man, just phenomenal. He's even up on the couch with this baby bunny, and they call him Bean. But he was introducing me to his wife. I went to take one of the vehicles in for some work, and he was introducing me to the wife, and he's like, look at this fucking gangster, and he just absolutely loves rabbits. Like out of all things, rabbits. Why rabbits? And I'm like, I can't say it just was, and they are everything to me. They keep me going every single day. If I'm having a learning day, man, I just got to think about my little buns, and oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm golden.
I love
That's
it. It says a lot about Steve, doesn't it, Brad? That he
It
like.
does. And I what I take from that too, for example, is again, I can only speak for my recovery. Once I give up my drugs and alcohol, I had to fill the void, right?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I had to fill the void with something. So maybe Steve's void was the bunnies, right? I don't know that for sure.
Yeah,
But I
I
mean,
get it.
so for me, like, was probably getting more involved in my sports again, and going to, like, I don't know, like, you
Music.
gotta,
A lot of people music. They rediscover music.
right. So, I mean, I think everybody has a different niche or whatever the word is. I don't know. My English isn't that great.
Yeah, you
Um,
got it.
but you know what I mean? Like, we all have to find something, I think. And I shouldn't say to replace.
And you
I don't.
see, I say this over and over. If you
Right.
put half the energy into your recovery that you did into your addiction, whether it's drugs or
Yeah.
booze, you're gonna do
Oh,
absolutely
Yep.
wonderful.
easy.
Like,
Yep.
So
just
there's a
use half
message
that
right
energy.
there. There's a message Steve's saying right there. And I think that's a good one to the people in the recovery centers right now.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because with that being said, and I've said this lots of times on the show, like, you're gonna feel like, oh my God, I'm 3 days sober, I'm 1 week sober.
Yep.
A lot of these things are gonna be going through your head. This is the best decision you've ever made in your life, is
Yeah.
sitting in a treatment center right now. It may not feel
Hindsight
it
is
might not
2020.
feel like it right now, and
Yep.
and I can understand and respect that, but this is probably the biggest hurdle you're ever going to get over or ever have to jump in your recovery process. There's going to be a lot of them along the way. I'm not saying that. But to admit and to recognize that you have a problem of some sort, like we all do, like
Mm-hmm.
here, like everybody on the show, we all have that allergy, we all have that disease.
Well,
So
the
so good on you guys in the recovery centers is what I'm
100%.
saying, because you guys made the biggest leap and bound that you could possibly make for your recovery. So fucking hold your head up high and be absolutely proud, because I can tell you it's fucking worth it.
Every
Uh,
minute of it.
uh,
You nailed it.
so yeah, I just wanted
And
to show that.
you know what? So
right.
that's so for me, the hardest thing was actually giving everything up. That was the hardest thing. The
Like what?
easiest,
The
like
drugs, like
quitting the
alcohol, or what?
drugs, the booze. The booze not so much. My issue was drugs, right? So, but
I'm man.
once I made that decision to not go back, it's been a fucking cakewalk ever since. Because I just
Right.
for myself, right? For myself. So for me, it's a simple choice. I'm gonna choose to use, or I'm gonna choose not to. That's all it
Yeah.
is for me now. I've done the hard part. I've quit. I didn't need to go to treatment this time. I've been to treatment 3 times. I know what I needed to do.
Right.
I'm fucking stubborn. I'm probably one of the most stubborn guys that most people ever met.
Yeah.
But
No.
I get it. I know it. Fucking
but
Canadian.
once I made that choice to better myself, now I see everything I've gained. My family
Yeah.
back, my kids back, relationships. I've got an even better job that with just everything you get back is way
Yep.
And
It's-
what you said there, Steve, too. Sorry to cut you off there.
no,
buddy,
no, all good.
but like you said, you went to treatment 3 times and then you just did it. You know what? You were fucking ready, right? And I
Absolutely.
like, and I don't mean
Yes.
that in a derogatory way at all, but mentally, physically, all that shit. There comes a point. I believe this. I really do because I was 43 years old when I got sober. So I started when I was 10 and 11 years old. So I used for 33 fucking years.
Yep.
Obviously started off light with some hash and weed and fucking acid
Yeah,
and mushrooms and all that regular shit.
I
You know
expand
what I
your
mean?
mind. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, whatever. I've done enough drugs to sink a fucking small island.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
but it come to a point when I was 43 years old where I was just like, I can't do
Just
this
done.
anymore. I'm just
Just,
done.
just done.
And
Absolutely.
I just want to be a better person. And like you said too, Steve, about a cakewalk. Like that's a tough one because but the thing about it is I'll agree to disagree on that because even the bad days, I can just how can I say that? I can cope with them better now because
Yes.
so I
Yes.
would
Yes.
for to say it's a cakewalk, for me anyway, I that's not a cakewalk some days, but when these problems arise and life does get tougher and shitty things do happen, I can mentally be in a better spot than when I was, and that'll lead us into Men's Mental Health Month,
100%. And
right?
what I meant with by the cakewalk is so the hard part was putting the shit down.
Right.
Yes,
Now, the easy part is not picking up again. That's the easy part. Sure,
yes,
yes. I have my learning days. Don't get me wrong there.
I love it. I love
I
it.
have good days and I have learning days. And I have more learning days than I would like, but you
Sure.
know what? I learned more about myself. I learned that I can withstand so much more than I thought. That I don't need.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. See, there you go. There.
I was trying to do it silently.
Yeah,
But yeah, no,
I
no,
see.
Uh,
I seen you pointing down, so
I-
then I stopped and read it.
I
Yeah,
was actually
Uh,
reading it too.
he's
Yeah.
good.
Absolutely.
He's good. He knows the score around here.
that's
So,
yes,
but like, as you're talking, Steve, what's hit me is always is we just had to get out. We were causing our own problems. So all we have to
absolutely.
do is
Yes.
stop causing the
Yep.
problems. Yeah, but to get to that point of realization that if I just stop, it'll be easier. It's almost mind-boggling how easy it is. It's like it shouldn't be this easy, but all you had to do was not do. You were doing and fucking everything up. Now, just stop fucking everything up. Just don't do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
simple. Yeah.
I mean,
It's true though.
yeah, I
And,
know.
and
Especially,
everybody always tells me, "Oh, wow, that's easier said than done," but it's not. It's not. Stop
it's not.
thinking negatively. Stop talking negatively. Just
Yup.
think positive. Think
Yeah.
positive. Make that one positive choice. It might be a little bit difficult, but you know what? The second one, the third, the fourth, and the next thing you know, everything is going to be positive, positive, positive. There's going to be no more negative mindset. You're going to be in a completely different place mentally, emotionally, and you know that's so that the pain scale.
Yeah.
So I when I sit, that's when I get a little bit of pain in
Yeah.
the back. You
Yeah.
know, that's when I'm down
So,
too
like,
long.
when we're doing
So
that, we're talking about. I took that '90s pain scale that Purdue Pharma and OxyContin and all that. Like, what's your pain today? Is it 1 to 10? This is what they literally gave
yes,
people in the '90s. So, like, we turned it into like our own thing, and we go through stuff. And to come on an episode and say, "Yeah, I'm a 6 right now. I'm having a tough day." We know that we can do that in a safe environment and share that we're struggling. And if we couldn't do that, this show wouldn't work. So this pain scale thing, it is not only physical pain, but it's really emotional
emotional and
pain.
mentally, yes,
Exactly. So like we just
100%.
do it to
And
break the ice and be like, but like, yeah, we go. Everybody's
So
got
how, so
stuff to
how
go
many
through.
times back in the day, all three of us as addicts, and we've all done pills and we've all whatever. Like,
I'm a
whatever.
10.
What's your
I'm a
bitch?
10.
I'm 13. I'm 13. I'll take whatever you got. Well,
I
seriously
had to
though,
tell them
right?
at the hospital, I got it put on my own medical file not to give me any goddamn a narcotic or mood or mind altering drug unless absolutely necessary.
Like you
'Cause
mean
that-
now in your recovery you've done that.
Yeah.
No, this was
Yeah.
long ago because I knew
Okay.
I had an issue with the morphine long ago, right?
Yeah.
That was my pain relief right there,
Yeah,
right?
man.
So
My guy.
that was, but me and Tim had already talked about that. It doesn't affect me the way it does to most people.
Mhm.
It just, for me, it cures the pain and focuses the brain. That's
I
what it
know.
did for me, right? So
Yep.
what,
Some
you
people
ain't
take
gonna
it and they
sit in there
throw up. Yeah,
touching me
exactly.
fucking.
Yep.
Yeah,
People
I
people
am
take it and they
awake. I'm alert.
I've seen that
And
lots. People take it and barf.
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And they'll never
absolutely,
take it
right?
again. Oh,
And
don't give me an opiate. I don't want to take an opiate. I remember
yeah,
getting Vicodin or something for something when I was like 18 years old, and I was excited for them, and then I get them, and I'm throwing up. I'm like, this sucks, and I didn't even bother with it for a long time until later on. But yeah, like
yes, and
it's
that,
just
and sometimes you're just not. It's like recovery. When you're ready, you're ready. You know,
right.
some kind of drugs you're not ready for at the time. But
Yep.
then they cut little ways down the road. You know, oh, look at this. Oh shit!
All
Now
right.
it's hitting. Now it's
I can
firing off.
right. I can guarantee you that like anytime I needed drugs and wanted drugs, couldn't find them. And when I'm doing good and sober and things are all right, they will
They're
find me.
everywhere.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. My dealer will walk up and be like, "Oh, I'm giving away free bundles to the first asshole I see today. Tim, there you are. Here's a bundle." And like that was my life. I was like, it's just that was such a false narrative. But like it felt. It didn't make me throw up. It made me focus. It made me have energy. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it
"Holy shit,
is.
this is how I'm supposed to feel." And that feeling just drug me down for years. And so, Steve, you did morphine and stuff. Was it like what, like
Oh
pill
yes.
form morphine? Yeah, the old
IV use. IV.
boy. I would
Yeah.
do it. I would. Me and I had a friend who was
It was
a pharmacist, and this kid was fucked up in New Jersey. He was a pharmacist. He was just giving me morphine, but like fucking vials of it. Like, it was unbelievable.
oh
And
shit, you need the real stuff.
no doubt, dude. I was shooting it in my
Yes.
ass at that time. Like, but I was like, I don't know, 10 milligrams, fucking straight to the neck. That shit was crazy. Fast
Hey.
forward to Philadelphia, it's a whole different world out there. There's no morphine. It's all shit, fentanyl and whatnot. But yeah, you and I are
Yes.
lucky to be alive, Steve. Like, I know
Absolutely.
everybody
Absolutely.
is, but when you have that addiction, that drug experience, you really it really connects with other people. Like you really experience that horrible shit. You went down to the end of that road. You saw where it ended. Now you're coming back. Good on you.
Yep.
So many people just heard our message tonight and are like, "Fuck you! I'm not getting any better. Just show's corny. Where's my melatonin? I'm going to bed." And like that. But there are people that we caught their attention tonight. I'm sure. I don't make the words big, so Brad can see it better. I make it big so the guy in the back of the room can see what's going on. And we do this pain scale thing. It's all shenanigans. We do this because we recover out loud, and it's almost like the stigma of I got sober. All right, I got away with it. I'm never telling anybody again. I'm going to stay sober. It just doesn't work. Like it only really works if you connect. Brad,
Yeah.
Brad, how do you feel about that? Like what I just said.
Well, that's what it's all about. Like, so
All about, right?
I am not uncomfortable at all, and I don't know if anybody's noticed or not, but I'm not real shy. But it feels good. It feels good to fucking clean out my closet and throw my fucking dirty trash out, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, I have no problem telling people that I was snorting Dilaudid off a fucking urinal in the bathroom and or whatever I did. There's 1,000 things, but I mean, I'm not ashamed. Like, what? It's funny because I used to think that people would, when I first got into recovery, first started getting clean and sober, whatever, that some people don't get it, and that's okay. But I remember one person said to me early in my sobriety, about 3 or 4 months of my sobriety, like, "Aren't you embarrassed for everything that you did?" I said, "Yeah, I am. But it'd be more embarrassing if I kept doing everything that I was doing." I said, "That would be way more embarrassing." So I'm thankful that I
Who is this
figured out.
asshole?
I'll text you guys the name earlier. And me and Steve can go hunt them down. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
just light work. I got you.
But my point is that I'm not embarrassed of anything that I did at all, because it made me who I am today, and I'm stronger because of it. Because I
Hell
talk
yeah.
about it, I share it with my friends, I share it with people in my recovery, I share it with my family, and people fucking trust me now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I said, I'm still a goofball. I'm still Brad, but I'm having fun, man. And I'm not scared. I had the courage to surrender, Tim, Steve. It's
Yeah.
kind of what best way I could put it that way. Like I had no problem once I went through my steps in AA or whatever. And again, there's 1,000 different programs out there, everybody. So when I say AA, don't, find what's right for you. And that's the main thing. But when I
Yeah.
did my steps, when I did my 12 steps in AA, and I did my 4 and 5, and I, you know, went and shared my story, like I actually felt great afterwards. I was like, wow, that actually felt good to tell another human being how much of a fuck up I really am,
Yep.
and to share it with somebody. So yeah, in a nutshell, Tim, the best thing I ever did was open up. And not
Yeah.
so I
I get
was
it.
always I was always a talker, and I was always a bullshitter. So with that being said, I could always pretend I was having a good day, and I could read a room pretty good. So I could tell people what they wanted to fucking hear.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You're good at
Nowadays, yeah, I had that shit dialed, right? You know what I mean?
that.
And I think we all do it in some type
Oh
of
yeah.
addiction. But now I'm happy with who I am, so I don't have to like. So there are things I still got to work on, Tim. I'm going to say it right on the podcast. You've called me out on a couple things, which that's what recovery does. Being people pleasers, so, like stuff like that. Like we've talked about that, and and I'm thankful for that. That's what I'm getting at, because
Yeah.
if you
Yeah. Yeah.
if you can't have people in your life, if people in your life didn't give a fuck, they wouldn't say stuff like that. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
people that do care and want to help you, that's what this whole recovery choo choo train is all about. Because we need people in our lives like that, Tim. Like, you know what I mean? So we can
Agreed.
discuss things with each other, and work through things with each other. That's what this recovery shit's all about, because
Yep.
we get better, we learn from each other, and we're fucking sober doing it. So we're actually listening a little bit more, not like, oh
Yeah.
fuck that guy. You know what I mean? Like
the,
it's
the
actually
the judgmental thing kind of goes away, when you feel
100%.
accepted by that other person. You know that you can call me at any time of day and tell me whatever you want, because
And I have.
we have. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Like,
this
and
thing would be
I'm saying it. I'm
it,
saying it on the podcast because I want people to know that.
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
just because Tim's from Georgia and I'm from Saskatchewan, we literally have a chat that we chat every day.
Yep.
Like we always, whether it's an accountability or a check-in or however you want to say it.
Sure.
And there has been times where I've reached out to Tim
Sorry,
directly
boys.
where
All right,
something's
Pete.
been going. No, don't be sorry, Steve.
Brad's on a roll. Brad's on a roll.
But
Go, Brad.
but there has been, and that's what it's about, because there has been
Yeah.
times I've called Tim, and it's probably been 2 a.m. his time, folks, and something's come up in my life where I needed to talk about it. Like I'm going through some stuff right now or whatever, and I picked up the phone and I called Tim.
Yeah.
And I called everybody on my podcast. Steve even made that list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I called people, because that's what this fucking recovery train is about.
Well,
Because I'm not alone, and I'm not scared to say that I'm hurting right now. I need help with something. You know what I mean? That's what it's
Hug,
about,
hug,
right? So I
hugging.
love everybody in my recovery circle for that, because yeah, that's what it's about. I am more thankful nowadays when the shitstorm comes, because I know I got an army behind me to fucking back me up.
Fucking A, right. I mean, it's got to be kind of like a weight off your shoulder a little bit to know that, like, okay, that part is sorted. I can move on and
That's
do
a
this.
tear.
There it is, huh? Right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's freeing to be like, holy shit, I just unloaded my shit. It was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be, and I feel better. And like, I hate doing this stuff that makes me better. Like, that's how fucking every addict is. Like, I don't, but like in reality, like a lot of people need a little push into the right direction. A lot of people watch this show high, believe it or not, and like, I don't know. I mean, I hope we get through to them at some point, but like, they're playing with fire. So, and for
Hey,
example, like,
you know what? They're doing they're doing something about it though. They're watching this
Agreed.
show.
I
Yep.
agreed.
It's already up there, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
just
Yep.
give it time. If they keep watching, they keep watching. You know what? Something they hear one day is gonna stick, and it's gonna hit. Then
Yep.
they're ready, right? So
Yep.
you know,
Well,
and that's what more can you ask for? When
I
you're
u-
ready,
I
you're
used
ready.
to, I think I've said this to Tim before. I'm talking to people. I used to be fucking blitzed out of my mind. Just got done doing a fucking 8 ball, and I'd sit down and watch Intervention with my wife. Right? So, but or whatever, or with whoever, maybe by
Yeah, I know.
myself. But you know what?
Probably by himself.
Oh,
But
shit.
there's something subconsciously, and I don't know that for sure. But maybe I was like, I need help. Let's watch the
Yeah,
show.
absolutely. Oh my
I've
God.
seen that show multiple times myself.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
exactly. I was the
baked,
star
right?
of that
And
show twice.
Yeah.
we was getting high while we watching it. Absolutely,
100%.
100%. That's
But there's something happening there. If you're interested in it, a seed can grow into something, you know, and
Absolutely.
absolutely.
you
We
know,
just weren't ready yet. We
weren't
were
ready.
not ready, you
And
know. But it doesn't help to have tools. You get tools from shows like that.
yes,
You
you
get
do.
tools from the podcast, just like that. That's where you grow, you know. Your mindset needs to change. You need to, there you go. Yes. Oh, I love that shirt. I love that shirt. But you need to adapt. You need tools to do that, right? So
Yep.
when when you get enough, and you know, that's why I didn't go back to treatment for the third time or the fourth time, sorry. I went 3 times. So they say the treatment center I went to, and one of my aunties was the director there, and they say if we can't get you in 3 times, you're fucking useless. Get lost.
I get,
Not
I
that,
get,
but
I get it though. Yeah.
they say you should have the tools. You know what you got to do. You just got to do it. That's
Yep.
so, you know, and they were right. That's I knew exactly what I needed to do. I just needed to put foot to ass,
Yeah.
and
It is.
it's made a big difference, you know. That's look at me now. One
Yep.
year, 10 months. It's the longest I've ever been. I have great friends. I have great support, both of you included. Jimmy, you know, I so many of his quotes on Facebook. I see them almost daily, you
Hey,
know,
we all
and
do.
that's
And
I
none of us hit like. We're just like, we see what you're doing.
no, I hit like to the
I know
ones
you
that I
do.
see. Yeah, no,
I know. I like
absolutely.
to
Because
fuck with Jimmy a
there's
little
some
bit.
good ones. There's some
Yeah,
good
yeah, for
ones.
sure. Yep.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I listen to a lot of motivational speeches almost every day.
Mm.
That really helps me, you know, and it opens my eyes a little bit more. And
Yeah.
you know, like a few of my favorites are Denzel Washington, Matthew McConaughey. You know,
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen a
Yep.
lot of their motivational speeches. Fucking
Yep.
phenomenal. Like,
Yep.
just if you just listen, just
Yeah.
calm yourself and listen, you'll get what they're saying. You
Yeah.
know, like it. Oh yeah.
I
Oh
see
yeah.
that.
Oh, I forgot I had that up.
But that's funny you say that though, Steve, because guess what? That's something we probably couldn't do before in our active addiction
No,
was fucking listen.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
no,
Like
absolutely not.
or I wanted to I would listen to what I had selective hearing, I guess is the best way to
Yeah,
put it.
Sure.
Because
absolutely.
I would
Like
hear what I want to hear, but I didn't fucking listen to what I needed to hear.
2 years ago, I would see Jim's if I had Jim on my Facebook, I would see it and just
Block.
scroll right by.
Yeah,
Right?
I would have
You
deleted them,
know?
right?
Now it's I'll read it 100%. And you
Yeah.
know what? That's I get that from one of my counselors. So everything you read, you see, you hear, you try and fit it in how it relates to
Right.
you in your life, right? The
Yeah.
music, that's what I do with music. I listen to it
Yeah.
and I try and relate to it, you know? That's I see something and I try and relate to it, try and fit it into my life, you know?
Yeah.
Same with
There you go.
reading. And that's
Yeah.
it it's another tool. It's just something that helps you along the way.
Yeah.
So the more help I get, the better it is. And that's,
Absolutely.
I might have a little physical pain right now because I've been sitting, but
Hmm.
emotionally, I got no pain.
Yeah, good
No
on you.
pain.
And that's
That's
obvious. It is obvious. We can feel it. Like you're just you said something earlier, like you said, almost like you said our show, like it's you're part of it, and you are. Is but when you said something like that, I don't know what it was, but it made me feel good. It made me feel like good. That's what I set out to do. I want people to know that I'm there, and vice versa. And you're a living, walking example of what that looks like. And I thought you were 7, 8, 9, 10 years sober. I had no idea you were a year and 10 months. That's incredible. And I'm actually more excited that you're a year and 10 months. Bethany says sometimes I'm not ready to hear it. Right. So Bethany brings up a great point. I'm not ready to hear it, so I can't hear it. You can't hear something you're not
Exactly.
listening for. I mean, you can hear something you're not listening for, but you can't process something you're not actively
you're not
ready to
ready to
process.
hear. Yes,
And like
100%. I
that's
agree with
addiction
that.
100%. So like the
Yep.
urgency comes in where all right, third time's a charm, yeah, but a lot of people are overdosing on fentanyl and like they're not getting that third time. So like, oh, the addiction rates are going down. Not really. Everybody's dying, and we're losing an entire population of people. And
Yes.
that's what makes what we do have so much validity, or not validity, but more like responsibility or whatever. And boys, we've all taken it head on. We know we can be ridiculed or made fun of or whatever. Like we don't care, and we support each other. And we get four guys on this screen, four corners. Man, we are friends for life. I mean, we're gonna piss each other off or whatever, but
That's normal.
Brad's a lifer.
Well,
You know,
it is normal though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
wouldn't it be weird if all three of us agreed on absolutely everything?
Nobody
Like,
listens.
Yeah,
let's be
that's
honest. Let's be
Nobody
honest. Like,
listens.
you know what I mean? Like, Steve likes bunny. I don't like bunnies. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Like, I'm just using that as an example. Like, what I'm saying is
no,
we're
absolutely,
all unique in our own way, but we have
absolutely.
so many
Individuals.
similarities. But we have
Yep,
Yeah.
so many similarities that make
yep.
us bond as who we are.
Agreed.
I just wanted to throw out something there too for Bethany. So she did her little podcast, her little, I didn't mean it that way, did her podcast this morning,
She's doing
and,
great.
and she's doing great. So it's called Rock Bottom Revival, everybody, and she's been
Nice.
crushing it. She's an absolute
Sweet.
fucking beauty. She's been on the show a couple times. She's
She's
great
she's
talker.
on the show 24/7. Anytime we're on,
Yes,
she's on. So
yeah.
like she is also part of our fabric. She kind of represents the like if a woman comes to us and needs some kind of advice or some kind of help or whatever, she's the example of someone I would kind of filter that towards there. But yeah, she's great, and she's listening every show. She's great. Larry too, Larry Foster. Hey Larry, check it out, bro.
Number
Stitch
40,
Larry
42, baby.
Why do you think he did
Yeah.
42? Like, what do you think? Jackie Robinson?
Year sober, maybe.
All right, 42 years, yeah. So there you go. Coming to you, Larry. It'll be there in 6 months. I'll ship it. Don't worry.
Are you sending that to me to send to him?
Everything's going to you. Everything goes your PO box, and you.
I
send it out.
I am Canada Post Kit Bradley.
Bethany says it was a little this morning. Oh yeah, no, Bethany, we got you. We'll. I'll wake up. I'm actually flipping my schedule back to normal. So I might be up at that time of day. But yeah, everybody that knows Talking Trash knows Bethany, and that's all. Where is Larry tonight? That's a good fucking question, Bethany. I don't know.
I know he's at.
Calling-
So just so everybody knows, and I'm going to tell Larry's little story here a little bit. When it comes summertime, that old son of a
I know
gun,
what he does.
he's at the lake and he's chilling, and he should be because
Yes.
he's been doing this Recover Out Loud stuff in his own way for 40 some years, and he's one of them guys that deserves to kick his feet back. So
Looking at it right.
so I'm part of the PSR alumni group, and like he does so much more that people don't see. I know you probably see it, Tim, because you see the
Well, yeah, but,
like,
yeah.
but I mean, he's writing these landnets every day, and he does 3 different Zoom meetings a week, like whether it's the family one, the alumni one. Like he I don't know. I'm biased because I went to PSR, but I mean, what other counselor or whatever, and I'm sure there's others. I'm not saying that, but I've been sober 3.5 years. I can still pick up the phone today and call Larry and be like, man, I'm fucking having one here. You know what I mean? And he's there for you. Like he's not your average counselor. I'll say that.
No.
He's yeah, I love that guy, man. I hope he ain't listening because I do love him.
Yeah, Larry
Yeah.
chimed in, said, "You guys are changing the world one addict at a time." No, he didn't. That was me. But yeah, we do miss him. We do miss him. Larry's not here. When Larry's on last episode, I was like, "Who's gives you Larry's job while you're doing Larry here?" We did have a vote. I looked at mental health or Men's Health Month. There's no ribbon involved, so I came up with a few. This is the Airheads ribbon. That's a orange, raspberry, a blueberry. This is the hybrid donut to Twizzler, whatever, and then the full Twizzler. So I don't know, guys. Maybe think about it. See what we want to do. Moving forward, Men's Health Month. I like the. I think I like the hybrid donut.
I was gonna go donut too. I actually was
Yeah.
going donut too. It reminded me.
There it is.
It even tied into The Simpsons a few episodes back.
It did, yeah. So I'll take
I like that one.
Put it right there. It's upper right corner
Yeah.
forever. Just some fun.
Get
Yeah,
a little
so
bit of
check us
both
out.
worlds.
A little bit later in the month, Elizabeth will come on. And Steve, we kind of, I know her personally through the world of addiction, and she's an addiction clinician, and she's gracing us with her time 1 or 2 times a month. We're going to do something that's clinical.
Awesome.
Like, we don't like to speak to things that we don't know. You know what I mean? None of us are clinical. I could say every milligram for every pill ever. That doesn't make me a pharmacist. So she's good to have on, keep us in check a little bit.
100%.
She's
I want to speak on a little bit of that, if that's okay, Tim. So
please.
for Elizabeth being on, so I got to meet her. She was on probably 4 or 5 episodes ago. I can't remember now. But anyway, when she was on the show, I don't know if you've watched a lot of shows, Steve, but I usually talk a lot because that's Brad.
I know Brad. I know Brad.
Once
Brad does
Tim
Brad
goes
well.
back, when Tim goes back to the screen, I'm going to show you the look on my face the whole time she was talking.
He was all in.
And a reason being is because she talked about things. So if I'm going to be on this recovery bus for the rest of my life, which I want to be, you know what I mean? It isn't just about Brad having a cocaine problem and other drugs problem and alcohol problem. There's so many different addictions out there right now going on in the world. She enlightened me with so much more information than I ever really knew. And that's great because if I'm not learning, I'm not growing. So
Absolutely.
she literally was on for about an hour and a half and I was like this.
Not necessarily. Yes, you were a sponge, but you were also like, I don't know, you were humble. Like I didn't know that, and it was just, it brings out more conversation and just puts everybody on the same surface. But
that's so awesome though, because I was like I wanted to know. I'm like, can you explain that to me? Because I had no idea, right? And I loved it. I loved it.
She's cool. She knows layman's terms, and she's really cool.
Now what are you saying?
She's all right.
See, Brad, I was just saying the last show that I was on that I am addicted to drugs. That's my main. Booze, obviously, gambling. Could be eating too. There could be so many addictions for me because I have that addictive personality, and I know that, right? So I've got to keep everything in check that I do, even work. I get addicted to work. I get addicted to money. I get addicted to my rabbits. I get addicted to my game, Call of Duty. That's so many things.
Bro. Let's do it.
That's you got to watch yourself. You got to keep yourself in check. That's what I try to do. I try to split that time up, get addicted to everything, and then it's like when I want to go out with the kids but they're busy or they're doing this, and then it's like, oh jeez, it's like, come on, let's go do something, it's just,
I know, I get it.
You want to do it so bad, and I prefer that aspect rather than putting that energy into the drugs and the alcohol.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
There is some good ways to use that energy, and if I can use that energy for something healthy, maybe maybe I'll get that extra day out of it, and that's
73. Yeah, I think the answer is 12.
Yeah, it's 12 or 13. Bethany says, how many bunnies does he actually have? I say he's a
I have
73,
70.
I didn't actually see that. I just seen the 73.
You gotta be on your toes around here. Shit's happening.
He'll probably
Lot
have
going
70. He'll probably
I
have
have-
73 when he gets home because he's got 6
I have
males and
12.
6 females.
Yeah,
I have
it's 12.
12.
Okay. That
You know
boy.
what? I
Yeah.
actually had to move upstairs because my damn phone died. So I am right close to them. Let me go grab one.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go. Fucking A, right. This is unbelievable.
I imagine.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm back.
All right, here we go. You second here. You do this. Oh my God, in heaven.
Oh, which way?
That's
There
it.
we go.
I'm gonna put full screen. Hold on.
Okay.
And turn
So
off
this
the
is
music.
Romeo.
Hi,
Oh, that's-
Romeo.
That's
This-
the male. That's male gigolo right there.
Yes. This is the one that gave me
Rob-
all
Rob
the damn
Schneider.
babies.
Yeah.
Rob
This little
Schneider.
bugger. But he
Hello.
loves his daddy.
I bet he does. So do we.
Say hi.
Hey, Romeo.
Hello, Bunny. Hello, Bun Bun.
I think it's
yeah.
hilarious. I think it's hilarious how his name's Romeo, and then he went on a fucking screwing feed.
It was actually it was my youngest who picked the name. So the original rabbit was Karen. That was the original.
Not today.
And then I got 2 other babies. They named one Bon Jovi. And then
Yes!
the other one
That's good. That's really
And then-
good.
another one was 2 Hop Shakir.
Oh, two
And then-
Yes. Karen.
And
Oh my
then
God.
so I keep
That's
all
awesome.
females
ChatGPT.
because I didn't want this to happen. That's
Yeah.
they're all Holland Lops.
Yeah.
All of them. That's
This fucking
So, yeah.
buggery.
that's the
Bethany
lion
said-
heads absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't even know lion heads existed until I actually started getting into the
neither.
rabbits and learning and everything. And yes, the lion heads. Oh yes, my boss's wife has a few of the lion heads. They are beautiful.
You and Romeo are gonna look so good in AI. I've got you full screen. Oh,
You
I own
see
it
how
now.
he just sits too, eh?
He's
That's
such a good boy.
Oh, yeah.
I hope he shits on you. Just joking.
I've been saying it for years. I'm jealous of bunnies how they shit. These little perfect little pellets come out. I'm like, God damn, I wish I
Yeah,
I'm
like
kind of
that.
like that.
That would be like
Well,
a one white poop. That'd be perfect.
It's not even shit. It's just compressed hay.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's all it is. Because the biggest part of their diet is hay.
Well, I'm gonna
So-
start eating straw. Fuck it.
When they
Yeah,
poop,
right. Gotta do
and actually, if they're not getting fed enough, they'll eat their own poop because it is literally compressed hay.
so yeah, I mean it's a self-sustaining ecosystem. I think it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yep.
Bethany said he would chase my big Maine Coon cat. He was scared of the bunny, but not anything else. We have we've gone off the rails here.
The
All
more
right.
information I'm finding out about bunnies, I'm starting to like soccer. I'm just joking.
All right,
Go soccer. All right, we're gonna do this now. We're doing this.
Let's go. I don't know what comes in, but I couldn't care less.
In closing here on Talkin' Trash Podcast, we read an NA traditional reading called Just for Today.
Over my stairs, walk away from the pain I've been through. This feeling I'm feeling is brand new. This is the moment I break
All right, love that shit.
Just
Ah,
for today. Does
There
that
you
still me?
go. Yep, you can do it.
Alrighty. Walls. Reaching out is the beginning of the struggle that will set us free. It will break down the walls that imprison us. Basic text, page 83. Many of us came to NA emotionally shattered. Years of using people and allowing them to use us had taken their toll on our ability to trust anyone, ourselves included. But the love and acceptance we found in Narcotics Anonymous encouraged us to reach out and get close to others. The longer we stayed clean, the more we began to long for greater intimacy with our loved ones. We began reaching out in deeper, more meaningful ways, even though we might get hurt. Despite our fears of rejection, we decided to risk revealing ourselves, our beliefs, and our needs. We decided to let down our defensive walls. The freedom we found has been worth the risk involved. We know there is still work to do before we will become completely free of the barriers built by years of active addiction. But by reaching out to other addicts and allowing them to reach out to us, despite our human failings, we have come to know that we have a great capacity for love and intimacy. When set free of their restraining walls, our hearts hold great power. Just for today, I will let down my personal walls and reach out to others. I will allow my heart and freedom to love and be loved.
There it is. I gotta be honest, that was the best reading I've ever heard on this show. Seriously.
Get out of here.
He's a good reader.
I buggered it up.
Just one time. It was still like 95% perfect.
You know what I loved about that reading? Like, so I never read Just for Today. But we talked we fucking rounded that one right up. Like we talked about how we talk to other people, how you have to, let go of your feelings, and that was literally. That's
funny.
It's weird,
always, right? Yeah,
and that's what happens in treatment. That's where they break those walls down, and then you rebuild yourself, right?
Yep. Facts on facts. You boys are fucking beauties. I love you guys so much.
You are a beauty yourself, Tim.
I think you.
Absolutely.
If you're early in recovery, get some apps to help you out. NA Meeting Finder, AA Meeting Search, or whatever. And there's days to count your. There's apps to count your days too, if that's something you're into. Narcan. If you could have Narcan with you at all times, that would probably be best. 988, feeling some type of way. And we'll see everybody on Sunday. We have Jenny Mansfield in the house. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening right here on Sunday. Steve, thank you so much, dude. You are
Steve, thanks, buddy.
Thank you, boys. Thank you,
part
guys.
Of this family for sure.
Romeo says thank you too.
Jenny says I love man, cat, and everybody loves everybody. All right, we will see you guys on Sunday. Talking Trash out.